Latino Heat International with El Pacheco. You know how we do. Bendición to all the Latin communities out there from Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Chile, Colombia, Venezuela. Big shout out to all of them. And you know how we do. But other than that, bringing the lo mejor ritmo Latino to all Latin communities. And you know how we do. El Pacheco, bringing the heat. When we come back, we got a special guest in the house, and we're going to bring the heat. Bienvenidos a Latino Heat International con El Pacheco. We got two special guests in the house. We got Zuri Greer from Aflac Insurance, and I got Judy Diaz, my cousin. You can see her from the first debut. Getting it in. So this segment is about talking about all types of insurance, and I'll let Zuri Greer to talk about it.
Okay, well, I'm here to talk about Aflac, and Aflac is supplemental. Okay, that's in addition to your regular major medical insurance. The only difference is, or the difference is, that it pays you. Instead of paying the doctor or the hospital, all the plans that Aflac offers, the money goes to you. So, and we have several different plans. We have accident, hospital, cancer, all of stuff.
All right. As far as the viewers tuning in and checking out the segment, what we're talking about all type of insurance, and that's why we're breaking it down. And I know there's all type of insurance, life insurance, car insurance, home insurance. I don't know what else, besides other insurances that we have, but let the audience know about what type of insurance out there that's more that effective.
Well, the thing about this is with Aflac, the average out-of-pocket for your major medical insurance is $6,800. It goes up next year to $7,100 per individual. Okay, that's what you have to pay out of your pocket. So the plans that Aflac has help you to offset that because that money is paid to you. And if you have two plans with Aflac or three, when you file a claim and it's applicable to whichever policy, you get that money. Let's say if you have cancer or you know someone who got diagnosed with cancer, the initial diagnosis itself, you get $4,000. And then there are other cash benefits that Aflac will pay to you, so the money adds up. We had a lady that worked with me previously. She was rather young and she got cancer. And I think her payout through Aflac was about $36,000 by the time it was all said and done. So this is basically to help you financially, because if you can't go to work, your bills still go on.
Right.
And even though your hospital bills may be paid, but then you have the 80/20 insurance that most people have with their major medical, well, you still have to pay the 20% yourself.
Now, with that increase that you just mentioned about in the beginning, is that something with the Obamacare, or is something that is?
That's across the board.
Okay.
If you sign up with Obamacare, if you sign up through the marketplace, your out-of-pocket can go up to $7,100. I mean, people who can sign up with Obamacare, some of them are eligible for subsidies, but not everyone is. So right now, your out-of-pocket, the maximum out-of-pocket is $6,800, but it goes up next year.
Is this based on your salary? Is there a cap? Is it just, if I sign up, is it for $5,000? If I sign up, is it a $5,000 deductible, $5,000 cap?
Are you talking about the marketplace, if you sign up for
Marketplace.
the marketplace? Well, on the marketplace, it depends on what kind of plan you get, but that's major medical, that is not what I do. Now, major medical, every plan has a cap, but it depends on what plan you qualify for. When you sign up through the marketplace, it will do the calculation for whoever tries to sign you up. And then they will let you know, this is the plan you qualify for, this is the plan you qualify for. And yes, they do take your income, your household income. Everybody in the household, they take that into consideration. And so you can have a policy that you may have to pay $200 a month or more, but then you still have the maximum out of pocket, and it can range from $3,000 next year all the way to $7,100.
So the minute, for example, we're diagnosed with cancer, or I break my arm, because you have a policy for that also, right? The loss of limb,
Right.
critical care, accident policies. So the minute that I'm diagnosed with that, or the minute that it occurs, that's when Aflac kicks in?
That's when Aflac kicks in. Let's see, the cancer policy, and we talked a little bit about that, but the cancer policy, the minute that you're diagnosed with cancer, what type of cancer it may be, that's a $4,000 cash benefit. Then if you have to have radiation, there's a $600 benefit per week that you have radiation. No, that was for chemo. Radiation is different. Radiation, I believe, is $350 a week. You know, there are other cash benefits that come to you. They stack up if you have to have aftercare, which of course you would. If you have to go to a certain doctor or a certain hospital that's 50 miles away from your home, you get mileage and you get travel expenses and so on and so forth. So it does add up.
But that's through Aflac.
That is through Aflac. That has nothing
Okay.
to do with the marketplace.
Okay.
You cannot get
Right.
Aflac through the marketplace.
Okay.
That's-
What occurs, once I'm diagnosed and this all comes through, I've done my, my radiation or chemo,
Mhm.
and we're done, and they find me clear, and 6 months later it comes back, how does that,
You go and do what you need to do with your doctors, and you go back and you file another claim.
so they'll pay out again another 4,000, or does that amount go down?
If it's another form of cancer, if you were
A
cleared,
different type?
if you were cleared, if your
Mhm.
doctor says this particular cancer is gone, but let's say it comes back a year later, that's a new diagnosis. So again, it's an initial diagnosis.
Does Aflac cover each of my family members?
Yes, you have.
Whoever's on my,
Yes.
I can add on
Yes.
each person, myself,
Yes.
my husband, my children?
Correct.
All right, let's hold that thought. We're gonna go to commercial. We'll be right back with Latino Here International with El Pacheco, Tony Zuri Greer, and Judy Diaz. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Latino Heat International, and I got heated up with the conversation before we left into commercial.
About them Eagles.
Oh man, 3-0, man, 3-0. I don't know if we could push 4-0, but with this bye week, I don't like it at all. And you know, with our division, rivalries with Cowboys, I don't know was the last time they had a championship.
So you got more confidence now that y'all gonna win the division?
Oh no. 'Cause let me tell you something. This is our rebuilding year, and everybody getting confused like we gonna make the playoffs. Besides,
Yeah, that's not making the playoffs.
Besides the Falcons saying that they're gonna make it, and I got some coworkers that say, oh, we're playoffs, and you're gonna make it to
We're gonna make the playoffs. We just been out a couple of years.
Now with Matt Ryan, you make sure you don't got no interceptions. That's the key right there. How many interceptions he had last year?
Hey, it's okay, man. It's okay. Peyton Manning had a lot of interceptions himself.
Wait, hold on. Peyton Manning is a difference. He's come on.
I'm
We
sorry.
talking about
Matt Ryan's growing.
he's going from what?
Growing. He's like it's a 7th year. He's growing. He's doing all right now.
All right, but
So who you got winning y'all division since y'all got confidence
division?
in the Eagles? And you better not say the boys.
nah. Man, I don't remember when they last see the a championship. It was in black and white. I mean, black and white, and it was VHS. Not even. Let's go way back. Beta.
You had to record it.
That was on reel to reel.
I got the Giants winning y'all division. That's my other team. That's my other team. I believe in Eli.
Eli, man, I can't rely on the Giants. I'm sorry.
That's okay. They got 2 rings to rely on, like
Okay.
the Eagles don't.
Oh, all right. That puts a ring in you. Like, I just have to just hold that back. You know what? Let it be. Let's be. Let's go to commercial. We'll be right back with Latino Heat International with El Pacheco, and I'm gonna bring my guest, Marcella Phillips, coming back. All right, 100. Welcome back to Latino Heat International with El Pacheco, and I got a special guest, Marcella Phillips. Welcome aboard to Latino Heat International.
Hi,
How you doing?
good.
That's what's up. So, I know it's been a long day for me. I know you was on the way over here and a little bit of traffic, but you got here. Thank you for showing up. Yeah, hey, that's who we ride with. Con Dios. But other than that, tell the audience more about yourself.
Okay, hi, my name is Marcella Phillips, aka Lady M, and I'm with ATL Connect Radio. I'm a radio personality as well. Just like
Okay.
yourself.
All right, that's what's up.
So much is going on. Like I wear so many hats.
No, not only that, I don't mean to cut you off, but I'd like to thank you for introducing the Sheltons to me last week. They had a great segment, and they came and sang. And this is the person that introduced me to them to bring them to the show, and they had a good.
They're
No,
awesome.
they're awesome, but I got a lot of feedback from everybody saying they
Yeah.
have great voices. They did a live acapella hit. I know you seen it,
Yes.
and they even the owner of the station, she was very overwhelmed, and she, you know, she's like shocked, like wow, the young
I
group.
know, they are so poised
Yes,
and
yes.
just so mannerable and so inspirational.
Yes.
And they asked me to manage them, so
Wow.
I'm just like, wow.
And not only hearing their background with, you know, their father going through divorce and having 5 kids,
Yeah.
and I told them like you sound like, you know, like you the Jackson 5,
The Shelton's fine.
the Shelton 5, and let me tell you something, they are great. They got great voices, especially the female that was sitting over there. Like, I think oh man, she has a voice. All of them. I just put it like that. I know when I see talent.
Talents.
And that was some talent, and they went a cappella with no music and all that.
That's when you know you can sing, when you go out.
Yes, yes indeed. And not only that, I know I missed out the Apex Museum event.
Yes.
I saw on video that you posted up.
That's right.
Oh man, great! I'm telling you,
Yes.
that's how. And I was so.
There was so much talent in,
Yes.
in the house that day. It was International Day of Peace.
Exactly.
Concert we did, yeah.
And that was a great event, and just
Yeah.
looking at that and then just having them here, it's like wow, I can't believe it.
I know, it's such a treat, right?
It is.
It was.
And I know you're doing some things, but let the people know what you're working on, what you've been working on, what you do for the community, and just let the people know.
Okay. Well, I do so much, and I think it's God. It's just putting me in directions and my steps and my path, and I don't question it. I just go with the flow. So far, I started doing radio about a year ago. So I've just had my 1 year
Okay.
anniversary. It was not my plan.
Okay.
It was God's plan. I felt that He knew that I had a lot to say, and I needed to tell a lot of stories.
Feels like me, because
Yeah.
honestly, this is for me my experience. Even though I used to DJ and all that, and doing, you know, like I used to do, I used to be the hype man for my cousin up in New York when he used to do clubs and all that. And I said, all right, I could see that in that direction. I could do radio.
Yeah.
But when when I got the offer to say, hey, you think you could do, you know, 5-star radio? I said, oh yeah, well, might as well give it a shot.
That's
Why not?
right.
I don't
Why
know.
not?
Maybe this is the
It's
direction.
been fun.
It
It's
is,
been fun.
and all the shows I've been doing is like day by day I'm learning. And it's a learning experience, and there's a
That's
lot of
so
hard work
much.
behind it. Some people don't know that, especially, you know, the audience out there don't know it's a lot of hard work putting it together, getting guests.
Yeah.
Networking is one.
Networking.
Checking your
Absolutely.
emails and making sure you know who want to be in your show and all of that. Just it's a lot of hard work.
And you have to make sure that it fits your show.
Exactly.
You know, so
Yeah.
you just, you know, you pick and choose. It's not like I can't have everybody on my show. You know, it has to fit what I'm doing. You know, and
Exactly.
So nothing personal, but yeah.
And that's a good point
Exactly.
you make. Is it's like you said, making it fit for your show
Yeah.
and all of that. I'm branding my brand, and it's like
Right.
you know it's a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's just finding the right people to come in the show.
That's
Like you,
right.
I'm bringing the right
To
person.
talk about the right things. And
Exactly.
we talk about a lot of community things on my show. I do a lot of community work. I have a youth foundation. It's called International Talent Elite Enterprise. We inspire our youth through their talents.
Okay.
We help them build self-confidence, character, and and of course helping them to find that purpose and that
Okay.
talent within themselves. Also with that, we do various talent and fashion shows throughout the city in benefit of so many childhood diseases, illnesses, sicknesses. So we do a lot of charity work on top of that. So it kind of like all works together. So you see me everywhere. Each year we do a different type of charity. So far we've done childhood cancer. That was my first event.
Okay.
And the second year we did sickle cell, and then this year we did autism. So our next year, March is coming up, our 4th annual.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do a big gala.
Wow.
We're gonna dress up
That's
and
see.
look fabulous.
That's what I like to let my viewers know and my supporters and all that out there. This is what you do when you do charity work. It's God putting something to give back.
That's right.
So like that, it just you give back and all that, but in the long run you're gonna get you're gonna be rewarded.
You will, and it's so addictive to me now. And it's like I'm just all over the place. Like if anybody, you know, asks me to be a part of anything that's charitable or anything that is involving our youth, I'm there. So I give a lot of
But
my time to our
You
kids.
take the time, but it's a dedication and all of that. You have a passion for
Gotta
it.
have a passion.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then, you know, I get a lot of, you know, people who want to volunteer for my youth foundation, and you know, you just have to have, I have to screen you, because you got to have that inspiration, you got to have that energy and that love for kids, and just the love to want to help, you know. So I can sense that, like,
Wow.
I'm very, 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 very particular about that. So
And how long you been doing this for?
4 years now.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I guess it's a God blessing. He's like, he put you in that direction,
He's
which is
put
good.
me in so many directions. With I'm life coach as well. So when I became a life coach, it's been about 3 years now. I wanted to become a life coach so that I could help teens transition into adult life.
Okay.
So that was my goal for becoming a life coach. But it kind of worked that way because I get a lot of adults.
Oh, hey.
Like,
And it's good that you mentioning that to the viewers and all that. For us Latinos, you have to have a passion for something. Because God put you in that place and you're going to get rewarded. So Latinos out there that you want to do something for your community and you want to do something, take the time. Hey, you don't have to think about making money, but when you provide to help the community, it's always good. You're going to get rewarded. So don't forget that. You're going to be right back with Latino Heat International with El Pacheco and Marcelo Phillips. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Latino Heat International with El Pacheco. And you just listened to my cousin, DJ June, with the reggaeton remixes. And we back with Marcelo Phillips. We were talking very interesting about yourself. Let's keep on going because it's heating up in here.
So,
Yeah, I know you're working on some things. I know you mentioned working on some film. You could mention that. You talk about what you're working on.
okay.
It's all you now.
So what we have coming up, well, you know, Christmas is coming up, so we wanted to get things going for our foundation. So we normally do a bowl for souls,
Okay.
and it's a bowling, you know, and people just drop off their items, toys, shoes. Bowl for Souls was created for the kids in Haiti.
All right.
I wanted to do a bowl for souls, and that's to collect shoes.
Okay.
Just the souls.
All right. Hey, that makes
Yeah.
sense. That makes sense.
So everyone would come to the bowling alley and just donate their shoes, and then we would send them over to Haiti. But we did that because they were going through some catastrophe there.
Okay.
So we're making it local. There's a guy that goes around and collects shoes, and he sends them all over the world.
For those who don't know, this is like a third world country that needs help.
Yeah.
And when we collect and we do charitable work things like this for either socks,
Yeah.
shoes, underwears, whatever it is, you do charitable work. And this is the most important thing. When you do charitable work, you do it for the soul, you do it for the heart, and you know for a third world country that don't have nothing, we always provide. It don't matter. You can get $5, $2, that will help out. And what what Marcelo does is very inspirational.
It's
and really-
selfless.
and hey, like I said, hey,
It's a little
some
thing.
people have to take the time to do it.
Yeah.
Us Latinos have to do that too. You have to keep in mind, there's third world countries. You never know if our country goes to the same thing. You will need the help coming from us.
That's right.
So keep that in mind. My Latinos out there, it could be Puerto Rico, it could be Dominican Republic, Haiti, anywhere. Just keep that in mind. You never know when you need that help. Just keep that in mind.
I had a person who told me that they did not want to contribute because it was, he said, if you did something that was local, then I'll help. But he wasn't trying. Yeah, I was like, that's why we're international. That's why we're International Talent Elite Enterprise. Because we go all over the world. We have children all over the world.
Exactly.
We don't just, stay home. We everywhere. All the kids are our kids.
Exactly.
So
And you never know when
Yeah.
you need that, when they need that helping hand.
I was stunned.
Exactly. What happened? Let's put it like this: like our Latinos out there. What happens if your country goes bad? You want that help. You never know.
Want outside help.
Exactly. You need that outside help. It could be they don't have no water. You want them to just starve or go through that hard time. No, you're gonna reach out and give them that help. You have to give them that help.
So and that's going to be coming up in November, and I will be posting that on my Facebook, which is where I do a lot of my traffic of my events that I do. So my Facebook page is Marcella Phillips, or you can go to the International Talent Elite Enterprise page. So we'll have the date and time when that's going to be. I know it's going to be in November, but I don't have a date and
Alright.
time yet.
I'll keep everybody posted
Yeah,
because you
thank
know
you.
I always I like to network and I let people know, and especially through my Latino Heat page, also El Pacheco page. If y'all know that I also have a El Pacheco page and I also have a group page. So all the information you relate to me, I pass it on. I always share. You know, I do. I know everybody else do the same when I post. You know, anything to help us. You know, the Latino, the community. I always help out. So keep that in mind. And when you give me the information, I pass it on to our viewers.
Yeah, so, and we do, when you mention Latinos, because we are international, and I want to specify on that, emphasize on that we are international, and most of the kids that are a part of my talent fashion are Latinos.
All right.
There are, last year when we did sickle cell, they didn't know anything about sickle cell, but I was really amazed that they all showed up. They showed up for rehearsal, for the auditions and all that. So if you go on my page, you'll see that whole last year's sickle cell is all Latino kids.
All right.
So, and then they would ask, Miss Marcella, what is a sickle cell? You know, and I'm giving them a diagram. You know, this is what it's supposed to look. Yeah, and then they were like really amazed. It made them more proud to do what they were doing because they knew that they were giving back. So.
Exactly.
We want to emphasize that. We want to go into the Latino community. We want them to be a part of what's going on with me, and you're always welcome.
And that's
I'll find you.
No, you make a good point. You have to reach out to the community, and sometimes when you educate the community and with information, some people, they're like, oh, I know about that.
Yeah.
Which you have to educate. That's what I'm here for, and that's what I'm trying to bring to your viewers, our Latinos out there. I'm trying to educate you, trying to inform you what's going on. Sometimes you
don't know.
You don't know. It's just like who I go to.
That's right.
Hello, El Pacheco right here. That's why I'm bringing the heat. But yeah.
Yeah. So some other things that I'm working on. I just started doing some filming, some movies. So far, I've done 3.
Okay.
Yeah. And that was not my plan either.
That's a gift of God, because what you're giving to the community, and it's going to reward you back.
And I always say, when you plant good seeds, you receive good harvest.
Exactly.
So that's my metaphor of the things that I do. I'm always planting good seeds, so I do get back.
And you get rewarded, and you never know.
That's the key. It's not that
unexpected things happen in life.
Yes.
And this is one of them. When you give, and God gives you back to you unexpectedly, like, whoa, I didn't expect that, but that's a blessing.
Yeah.
You gotta think about that.
It's always unexpected blessings, and I feel so spoiled sometimes. I do.
But sometimes you have to say, hey, I put my hard work into it.
My father in heaven, he spoils me all the time. He gives me everything I need.
And the good thing is, like, you give, and like I said, unexpected, you get rewarded. You never know what to expect.
That's right. And what's for you is for you.
Exactly. So for those that are looking in and listening in, this is what I'm talking about. Give. Later on, you don't have to worry. Unexpected. You get rewarded. This is why I'm talking to all my Latinos out there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It feels good. It actually feels good to give back. It's like, you're always giving. I remember, let me tell you this quick story. I remember one time, I think it was around Christmas, and it actually happened around school time too. So I still work my 9 to 5, I do all this other stuff. But I was down to the wire, but my kids are grown. Mm-hmm. And so I used that extra. I said, okay, well, I can afford to give to someone who doesn't have. I remember those days. So that's my philosophy. I remember that time when I couldn't afford to do this and that. So that's why I give back so freely. And I was down to the dime. Mm. And I said, okay, I gotta help this family. I have to adopt this family for Christmas. I have to give back something, And I did, and I have some friends that live in D.C., the Maryland area. Yeah. They're checking in, and they always come through and help me when I do a post. They send like toys and clothes or gift cards and stuff like that, and they help me out a lot, with giving back. Thank you guys. You know who you are. And so
doing Facebook Live, as me on the set, which is I'm doing the same thing. I know everybody's tuning in, they're checking it out. And it just it goes down here in Latino Heat.
So people do contribute that does not live here in Atlanta. So it's all over. They always always chime in. But I was like, I don't have any money. I'm broke. But I'm giving everything, and it felt good. And at that moment, I knew it was God, because He said, "I got you."
Yep, God comes in mystery ways.
And when I
said.
tell you, I didn't have to worry about anything, no bills, nothing. Everything that I needed was right there. So, just know that when you do give, you will receive.
Exactly,
Don't
and
worry
then God
about
sees that. You put all the hard work, you go through the sacrifice, and you never know, and you get rewarded. So, we're gonna go into commercial break. But before we go to commercial break, I want to introduce a track by Baby John. All right, this is a track that is for Latino Heat International, but check them out. So listen to it when we go into commercial break. Latino Heat International, El Pacheco.
I like it.
What's up, mi gente? Check out right here, Latino Heat International with Marcelo Phillips doing the Facebook Live. You know how we do. Shout out to Lex dropping his album on Tuesday. I ain't forget about you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Big Tone. I see you, JC. I know you're hearing the track right now. I promise you I was gonna get you out there. June, your tracks, man. Everybody's feeling those remixes, reggaeton. You know how we do.
I like this song.
As one of the artists that has his just came out, he got a project going on for Latino
Yeah.
too. So a lot of things going on.
All right, coming in. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome back to Latino Heat International with El Pacheco and Marcelo Phillips. And of course, I always bring the heat. Don't forget that many Latinos out there. Big shout out, and big shout out to Baby John on that track. I ain't forget about it. I told you about it. She likes it too.
I
So
like it.
if you tuning in, yeah, I know you see on Facebook Live. She loved the track. Don't forget, all right? And that's off his album. Let me put his album out there, El Que Nadie Esperaba. All right? Big shout out to Baby John on that. All right? Big track, nice track, and look forward to that Latino Heat International project that we're working on.
Oh, awesome.
So let's summarize, what you're doing, and I know pretty soon that we coming to the end of the show, but summarize all the stuff that that you're working on, about to work on, and
Yeah.
you give us your social media as well.
Yeah, so basically, radio personality with ATL Connect Radio.
Okay.
Have done some acting, have been pursuing acting. I guess I'm official actor.
Hey, I see that
I
on
did
the
a-
news feed. I see a lot of you're doing a lot of hard work. That's why I'm talking to people.
Yeah.
You have to put hard work in every different area. You have to be diverse in every area.
That's
No
right.
matter what you do it, and you get paid for it later
You
on.
just never know where you're gonna lead, where you're gonna be.
Exactly. So.
And so I just did a filming with the casting of being Mary Jane. So you will see me on season 4. Being
Ooh,
Mary,
I'm
being
looking
Mary
for
Jane.
that. Yep.
People who have never watched it will be watching it now.
Oh, that's what's up.
Look for the big smile. I can't hide it.
And she's the one, like I said before, she's the one that brought the shelters last weekend. And believe me, those are talented, inspirational gospel singers.
Yes,
Acapella
the
too.
Sheltons. Shout out
The
to the
Sheltons,
Sheltons.
yes.
They gave me a shout out at
Yeah,
the
see?
show. And so also I do some modeling. I do red carpet hosting, all throughout the city. So I'm just
You keeping yourself busy.
busy, inspirational, motivational
Exactly.
speaker, and I
Good
work
hard
with
work.
I volunteer with some of the schools,
Okay.
speaking with our youth about careers and career choices and stuff like that. Also developmental coaching,
Okay.
which is part of my life coaching program
All right.
with our teens and helping them to define where they want to be in their careers or in their life, to kind of get them on that path. And of course I do the charities, so
Yeah.
I do a lot of charities.
And it pays off, and
Yeah.
God's blessing you in a big way. Nobody knows about that. When you do
Yeah.
charitable work and you give, like I keep on telling everybody out there, you give, and later on you get rewarded.
Yeah.
It's a common fact.
I just feel that there's so much help out there, and I'm just willing to roll up my sleeves and just get to work and just do what, you know, God needs me to do. I remember a point in my life where I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I was just running the streets. My favorite thing to do was going to the sports bars.
Oh, okay.
I love going to the sports bar, especially with football season. Oh my gosh, that was like
Oh, you
exciting
sound
for
like,
me.
You sound like a Falcon fan.
Man,
Oh.
get me up on a Sunday, I'll be up early, getting ready.
Falcon fan.
Yeah.
You know I'm a Eagles fan. I'm not saying it because
No.
who's the real birds, but
I can't even sit down and watch a whole football game because I'm so busy all the time, you know. So at some point in your life, you just have to find that purpose. You have to ask God, what is my purpose? What do you want me to do? What, you know, why do you have me here?
Exactly.
I know you have a purpose for
Exactly.
me. So once I got into that, I just had to be still for a while and figure out what I was here for.
Mm.
And then things have started just falling into direction. So I'm just grateful.
yeah,
I feel like I've been
and God's
saved.
blessing you. God's blessing you. You put in a lot of hard work. You do
Yeah.
a lot of terrible work, and He sees that. And He's like, you know, I'm gonna bless her, and just
Yeah.
the expectations. He's like,
Yeah.
well, you never know what to expect.
That's right.
That's
It's
why
not
people-
about me. It's about Him. It's about what
Exactly.
He, you know, what He wants me to do.
Exactly.
So that's what I do.
And that's what's up.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to tell us your social media and how you can be reached.
Okay, so you can find me on Facebook, Marcella Phillips. You can find my foundation, International Talent Elite Enterprise. I have a page on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram as Marcella One Life Purpose.
Okay.
And Twitter, don't use too much,
I know.
but just
It-
pull my name up. You'll
Twitter's
find
going
it.
away like MySpace.
Yes.
It's just
It's
yeah,
slowly going away. Yeah.
I don't know what the next social media thing is gonna come about, but
I haven't done Snapchat yet, so I guess that's the next thing. My son is trying to hit me up on that, but hey, I'm just now starting to get into, you know,
Yeah.
switching over to Instagram more. So you're gonna find me more so on Instagram, and also I'm connected with LinkedIn as my business,
Okay.
Marcella Phillips.
well, if you don't find it, you find it through my pages. You know, I keep everybody networking.
Yeah.
I find it, you know, in my page, Latino He International page, also the group, El Pacheco page, and you also find me in my personal page, which is Robert Delgado on Facebook. So if you don't find it, you find it. I've always shared, I network with
You're gonna tag
everybody.
me on everything.
Yeah, I tag everybody, believe me. This is how you network.
That's how you network.
That's how you network. You share, you know, everybody shares each other's feedbacks and all that.
That's right.
But we're gonna go to commercial. Thank you so much, Marcella, for coming into the show.
And
I
you can find
appreciate
me
it.
at ATL Connect Radio every third Monday at
There you go.
7:30.
And I know you said you're gonna have me for next month, so keep that in mind.
That's
I'll be
right.
there and I'll post it up and I'll make sure I get it out there. We'll be right back with Latino He International with El Pacheco. We'll be right back.
Lady M.
Welcome back to Latino He International. And boy, we had a great segment with Marcella Phillips and Zuri Greer in the first hour. But me had a great segment and I had a long day. And I would like to big shout out to all my Latinos out there in New York, Philadelphia, worldwide, Latino worldwide, Boricuas, Dominicanos, Colombians, Venezuelans, Chile. You know what I'm talking about. I'd like to big shout out to all my kids, Jeremy, Justin, Joshua, Ariana, Big Josh, Jonathan. So with this all being said, let me say a prayer. Thank you for this day, for bringing me Latino He International to Foxtrot Radio. Gracias a Dios por darme la oportunidad para traer Latino He International to Foxtrot Radio. Thank you so much. And then Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, bendición to all my Latino He International supporters out there. Big shout out to DJ June. Big shout out to JC, Baby John, everybody out there that supported me and accepting my friend request through Latino He International. I keep on bringing you up. Big shout out to everybody that supported me. One love, Latino He International with El Pacheco. One love, bendición.
Yeah, once again, Big Mondo on the track. Diego Pacheco, Fox Trap Radio, Latin Heat International. Yeah, yeah. Woo. El Pacheco, yeah. Latin Heat International, FoxTrapRadio.com.